Now after the admin panel work, I am going to work with the user panel. Okay, so you see that my almost everything for my admin is working without any issue. So what will be in the case of user? So user means actually front end. So you see this is the admin. When you manually give it, it is working. And here one thing I am going to show you, if the person just write here admin and enter, then it is not working because he will have to write the login after that, right? But I want that if a person want to write this admin and press enter, then it will be redirected to the login. So how I can do that? So in order to perform that action, here I am going to remove it. It is not needed. Okay, so here what I can do. So in order to work with that, I am just going to put here something. So here I am going to write the route, but here I will have to write a redirection. So how I can do that? I am just going to give the route. You see already. No, I am going to copy this one. I am going to copy this, and here instead of this I will just write the slash. That means admin slash or admin. If a person just write admin and enter, then what will happen? Here I will not use like this. Here I will call the function. Okay, so function redirect route is admin login. So return redirect route is admin login. Yes, so it is okay, because here you can do another one, that is instead of this return redirect, you can also give a parameter here instead of this, but I am going to check it first if it is working or not. It should work. So after admin, if I enter, yes, it is working. So this is a perfect solution. Here I can put it into one single line. This is also okay. So okay, the admin task is now actually done. So my next task is to work with the user. So here I am going to give the user, and front controller already is there, and for the user you can create another controller, that is actually the user controller. So if you want like that, in the terminal I am going to create a controller. So PHP artisan make controller, and then into the user you can call the user controller. Okay, so this is the user controller, and if you want to have the user controller here, so my task is to use like this one. And in the case of user, what I will do, in the admin you see there are two type of things. One is middleware and another one is normal prefix. So in the case of user, I do not want to use any prefix. I can straight call this type of things. And in the case of middleware, here I am going to copy this and paste it here. Here it will be auth middleware. I had two middleware. One is admin middleware and auth. Auth means user. You can also use the user middleware. You can give the name of the middleware instead of auth. When I go to the bootstrap, that means here you see, if I close everything, and then you will see that there is a bootstrap. So where is bootstrap? Bootstrap is here, and in the app I call it auth. So I call the user middleware by the name auth. So here I am going to use the auth middleware, but prefix not needed, so I am just going to remove it. I am going to just group this one. So dashboard is okay, and here I am going to use user controller. User controller dashboard is okay, and here the name will be here, for example, dashboard. If you want, you can call it user dashboard also, that is not a problem at all. So this is the basic setup, and other things here, there is the prefix, but I do not need any prefix, but I have the login. So what things I will need here? Login, forget password, reset password, and all other things I will need for the user. So here I am just going to write it straightforward, so like this. So okay, so this is the thing. But if you want, you can also give the prefix user, there is no problem at all. So here you see this is the thing, and I will have to call the controller in the top, and here it will be user and user controller, because I created the controller. You see here there is a user folder and here is user controller. Similarly, you can put the front controller code into a front controller. I already have the front controller, but if you want, you will create a front folder, and there you will write the things like this. It is also possible. So in that case, I am going to create the front controller again. So PHP artisan, then make controller, and into the front I can create front controller. You can also create like this. So you see two front controller, here is this and here is this. So I cut the things from here, and I will use actually this one from now. Okay, so this one I will use. So this front controller I am going to remove. So remove it into the trash. So this looks better. All admin things will be into the admin folder, admin controller, user will be into user controller, front controller is this into the front folder. Okay, so if this one, then what I will have to change here, I will have to write the front, and then you can call the front controller like this. Similarly, into the resources, you see into the views, the front files I write like this, but here I can create a folder, and there I can create the front, and all the files I can move into the front. So like this. So about will be moved. Okay, so home will be moved into front. Move. So into the front, these two things. So here instead of home, I will have to call the front.home, and here I will have to change, that is front.about. So it should work now. I am going to close the things. So let's check it. I hope it will work. And instead of admin login, you see in the case of user, I will remove all the admin prefix from here. So normally it will be login, submit. In this way it will work. And instead of admin controller, I will replace it by user controller. So okay, let's do that. Refresh admin should work. There is no issue with admin. So I am going to remove the admin. This is the main home page now. I can go to the about, and I can go to the home without any issue. And these two pages I will have to link now, because you see in the home and about, I will have to create the route. In the login, I already have the login route. So login, and in the case of register, I will have to give a register route or registration is okay. So this thing I will have to call here also. This is the registration, and in the case of login, it will be login. So perfect. Now for the registration, I will have to create an extra thing here in the case of user that was not in the case of admin, that is registration, and user controller will have this one, that is registration, and the registration submit will also be a post route, and it will be user controller registration submit, and it will be registration submit. So in the user controller, there will be the some functions. That means if I go to the user, and here user controller, and here will be public function, that is the registration, and it will be user.registration. Okay, so into user there will be registration. So there will be a file. That means in the views I will have to create the user, and into the user there will be the registration.blade.php. So this one. Now I am just going to create the file for the registration. So in the case of user, I have the users table, and during the registration there is, you see the address, country, all are no, but here you can make all the things nullable, because when a user will normally give his name, that means that during the registration user will give his name, then email, these are mandatory, is okay. Photo is nullable, password must have to give, but from the phone to the token, up to this all should be nullable. So I am going to change it. That means for phone, address, country, state, city, zip, and also token, up to this I am going to change this. Okay, so all should be nullable. So if you want, you can just give it. And as these are nullable, so during I am going to change it here also, that is the database migrations. And here in the case of users, here this nullable I can apply in the from the phone. So here all the things will be nullable here. So okay, now let's go back to the registration. And in the registration, what I will do, in the registration I can use this type of layout. That means this is the login, this is the registration, like this, because this is a home page. Okay, this is perfect, and I paste it here. And here you see this is the registration page. You can give here the registration page, and in the registration page everything will be okay, and it will be like the admin. For example, in the admin login I am going to copy all the data from here, for example, and the registration paste it. Error message I am not going to change, and here it will be registration submit. That means registration submit, and in the registration I will take the email is okay, and then I will take the name. So user will give his name, and here it will be name, placeholder will be name, email, password, and another one will be confirm password. So here I write that is confirm password. This is okay. So here name will be confirm password, and placeholder will be confirm password. Okay, and here it will be submit, and I am going to remove it. It is not needed. So this is actually the registration page. So I am going back, refresh, and here if I click here registration, you see name, email, password, and confirm password. And when he will submit it, it will take the user you see registration. This means it will take him to this page, and after the submit it will take him public function registration submit, this function, and this is a post route. So request of request, and here I will write the code for the registration. Okay, so the registration is not actually so much complex. This is very straightforward, and you can easily give it. So here you see that what will happen here when a person will go here to register, then an email will be sent to the user's email address, so that he can just click on the link that will be sent to him, and the registration will be completed. Okay, so I am going to the admin controller, and from here, from any place, I am going to just copy this one. That means here I put it. So name will be required also. Name will be here. You can also define here that it is string, max will be 255. You can also define like this. Okay, but unique, it will be unique. It is important because the email should be unique, and another user who will make here who will try to register here, his email must not be matched with other person's email. So here I give a unique system here, so unique users, and here it will be email, and these are the fields. And here you can also use the string and other things, but max, if you want, you can give here the max. Okay, so like this it is also okay. And after name and email, there will be a password. Password will be like this, minimum 8 character if you want, but I am not going to give it now. Password I am not going to give anything. The required is okay, and that is confirm password. So here I write it must match the password. Okay, so all the things are required, and these are the rules applied here. And now I am going to get the data. So I am going to give user, and I have the user table. So here new user will be here, and user name will be request name, user email will be this, and there will be user password, that is hashmake. If you use hashmake, here you will have to write hash. I am also going to write here, that is auth, and also the model. So use app models user, and website mail I also call here. So it should work without any issue, I hope. And now here, after the password, what will be there? The token should be generated. In the admin controller, you see I generated the token in this way. So in the case of user, here token equal to this. So here my token will be token, and after token I can just write the save. It is also okay, it is okay, no problem. And here I will write the link. So what will be the link? The route will be reset password. It is similar to the admin, but here on not reset password, it will actually be registration verify. In the registration verify, I will just put the two items again like before, that is token and email, but not like this. I will use simply token, and here it will be request of email is the email here. So I will have to define the route registration verify. So here I am going to copy this one, paste it here. It will be registration verify, and here it will be registration verify, and here also will be it is registration verify. Okay, so in the user controller, this is the registration verify, and here subject is equal to registration verification, and message equal to click on the following link to verify your account or verify your email. And here a new line will come, and in this way you can just put the anchor. So it is okay, and the mail will be like this. It will send the email to the request mail. It is okay, and registration successful. Please check your email to verify. No, registration successful. You can log in now, and here it will take you to the login route. So here I am going to call the login. So after the registration submit, actually the previous message was okay, because here it will be please check your email to verify your account. It is actually sending the mail. Okay, it is not verified yet. So my function is registration verify. So here I am going to create public function registration verify token email. Now let's check if the GitHub Copilot give you correct code. So here you see I check the user is token, and if not user, if I do not get any user by this, it will take me to the login page with invalid token or email. And if everything is okay, then token is equal to empty, and this is update. But status, you know the status is important here. So status I will have to make 1. So here user status equal to 1. After that it will take email verified successfully. You can now log in. So I hope there is no issue now. It is okay, and it should work. So now let's check the registration system, and I am going to give here Smith @gmail.com, password 1234. If I give any wrong, for example I give the wrong password, you see confirm password field must match the password. Okay, so it is working. So Smith, now I am going to give the correct one. So here Smith 1234 and 1234, submit. You see email is going to be sent, so it is taking some times. Now you see registration successful. Please check your email to verify your account. So if I now come here, click on the following link to verify your email. Until verify, you see name is this, email this, password is this, token is this, status 0, that means it is pending. So now I am going to click here, and if I click here, too few argument. Okay, there is something wrong. You see it is still okay. So argument means here you see registration verification token and email, but here if I go to the registration submit, registration submit has only request, it is okay, but here I give registration verify. Now web.php, you see there is no token and email, so here I will have to give token and then I will have to give the email. Now it should work. So let's do that again. Click here on registration verify not found. Why? Registration verify here actually it is still is okay. So registration verify route name is this. What I give here, I check in the user controller. So registration verify is the route, and two parameter is this, that is token and request email. So when I am going to verify it, where email equal to this email and token equal to this, so registration verify has two parameter, token and email, and here is two parameter, registration verify. Okay, so now let's refresh it again. That means if I click here, it is not working. Here I can apply another thing, that is registration verify. Okay, I am going to use registration verify. Here is I am going to use the URL. Okay, so URL, if I apply like this, registration verify slash, here I am going to use another way so that it should work without any problem. So token and request mail, it will be here, so like this. So registration verify slash, the next one will be token, and after token there will be another slash and there will be a email. So let's check it now, and I am going to send the registration. That means I will have to do this thing again, so delete it manually, and now I am going to register again. So now I am going to give Smith, and it is smith@gmail.com, and password is 1234 submit. So now the user is created again, and you see this is the message. In the mail trap another one comes. Now I click here. So if I click here now, yes, now you see the call to undefined method user controller login. So the registration actually is verified, but you see I call here the login route, but in the user there is actually no login, so it cannot show me the information. So just go to the admin controller, and here if I go to keep this one, so like this, it is user login, and in the user I am going to create the login now here. So it is login.blade.php, so it should work. So it will be like the admin or the registration. So registration, I am going to copy it, and login.blade, paste it, and here is login page, and here it will be login submit, and here login information means email and password. Other things I am going to remove here. Submit is okay, and here if you want you can go back to the registration page. So here it is okay for now. I am going to refresh it. You see it will take you to the login page. Okay, and now if it is verified or not, in order to check, if I refresh it, you see status is on, token is this, and now you cannot run this again, because one time it is done, you cannot just do that again. Only one time it will work. Okay, so you see the user is verified, and now I am going to register another user, that is David. But if you want to give the Smith's email, it will not work. If I enter, you see the email already has been taken, so you cannot use the same email multiple times. So here David will give his own email address, and 1234 will be the password. Submit. Another user is going to be registered here. So wait for some times, and here if you go to the user, you see another user comes, but he is not verified yet, this one. So now you see another email comes and David is going to receive this email. If he clicks here, you see email is verified successfully, you can now log in. So that means if I go to the table, refresh, you see now status is on in both the cases and his token is removed. So he can now log into this system.